Hello, loves, and welcome to the lesson on the importance of meditation for healers, which may not be a surprise to you. That meditation can and will take your healing practice to the next level. So, first, meditation is holding space for yourself. So, how is that the case? When you are meditating, you can allow energies and emotions to transmute. They're called emotions for a reason. They are meant to be in motion. And when you are fully present with those emotions, you can allow them to move through you, become something else, something different. Go to the beautiful powers that be. You don't need to hold on to them. You don't need to keep them inside of your body. So how do we do this? I'll tell you about that in a moment. So when we are fully present, this allows us to work with others so much better, knowing that only the now exists, only the present exists. The past has already happened. The future has not yet happened. We are only ever in the present, in the now. And through accepting that and being in it, we're able to be fully present for others. When we're working with others, this is so wonderful because it allows for spontaneity and important things to come to us on the fly through our instincts. It just automatically comes. This information is downloaded. We'll receive these knowings of exactly what that person needs in the moment. As you can see, I keep moving. I'm moving with the light so that I can focus on you guys right now. So I want to tell you a little bit about how I came into the meditation practice that I do now. So I have been meditating for somewhere right around 25 years. And about 3 years ago, I met a man who is a beautiful, wonderful teacher and mentor to me. And I went to this spiritual hostel that he was running where he was doing cacao ceremonies and meditation classes. And I was so triggered by his meditation class that I knew something had to be there. I know that if something triggers me, well, he teaches this, it's love in disguise. But I knew at the time that if something about what he was teaching was triggering me, I probably had something to learn there. So what actually triggered me was that he was saying that there's really only one right way to meditate. And I don't actually believe that, though what I do understand that he actually meant now is there is one fastest way to reach enlightenment, and that is the meditative practice that he was teaching. And up until that point in my life, I had never thought to even meditate for the purpose of awakening. I didn't really know it was a possibility. And up until that point, I had in the past tried the type of meditation where you let go of thought. And I say tried because I found it very difficult. And I tried it a handful of times and thought, that is not a practice for me. I can't do that. That's for other people. Though when I was learning that this is a practice you can adopt to awaken and receive enlightenment and become enlightened in this lifetime, I thought, why not? Up until that point, I had been meditating for all the beautiful side benefits of meditation, receiving more calm, having a generally happy lifestyle, being more relaxed. All of those were great side benefits of meditation. And now I understand that we're all actually already enlightened. We're just re-remembering. And if you are of the belief that it takes many lifetimes to awaken, that used to be the belief system thousands of years ago, and maybe that was in fact true at that point in time. However, where we are in the development of the world of consciousness, of all the humans that are here right now, where we are now, that has shifted, that has changed. And if you listen to any of what the current enlightened masters are saying, they're saying that you can awaken in this lifetime. Anyone can awaken in this lifetime. So it's really a re-remembering that we are already, in fact, enlightened. So how do we do this? How do we come to this place? So this is the meditation that I was taught. That is also the meditation that I now do at least 4 days a week for an hour each morning. And on the other days, I do a different type of meditation because I like variety. So what does this meditation look like? First, it starts by coming into coherent breathing, which is a 5-count breath. So 5 in, 5 out, not holding at the top or bottom. So for example, let's do it together. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it may be different for each person about how long this breath cycle needs to be. It might be a count of 3 for you. It might be a count of 6 or 7 for you. Or you may even just slow down or speed up the numbers so that you can get it in. And so at first, you're coming into this coherent breath, which helps your heart become more coherent with your brain waves. And once you get used to this, you can drop the counting and just be fully present. Your breath will eventually come to do that naturally once you're used to it. So it starts with the breathing, and anytime you get stuck in thought, you can always come back to the breathing. And as a special side note, the 5-count breath is handy for so many things. The 5-count breath is wonderful to use with your clients if they're going through an incredibly tough time or extreme emotions. The 5-count breath is also wonderful if you're going through a tough time or extreme emotions. So not just for meditation, but also helpful in multiple situations. So you'll always be coming back to the breath if you get stuck in thoughts. Then the next step, starting with the breath, next step is to become aware of any feelings you're experiencing in your chest. So not having a feeling is also something that you can notice or become aware of. Don't focus on. You can Notice other things happening in your body with your surroundings, the breeze, the sound of birds. You can notice all of these other things and notice what's happening inside your chest as well. So not having a feeling is something you could be aware of, or experiencing a feeling and becoming aware of it. And one of the main things to do when you become aware of the feeling happening inside your chest is to not create a story around it. So not jump from feeling to thought. So this is called getting stuck in the thought feeling cycle. So if we go from feeling to thought, now that thought brings us back into feeling or a new feeling, and that feeling brings us back into more thought. This is creating a story. And we want to stay away from creating a story. It doesn't matter why we're experiencing the feeling that we're experiencing in our chest. What we are looking to do is transmute it, is to move it. Allow this to be an emotion in motion. So we become aware of it, we notice it, we don't focus on it. And through just being aware of it, as aware as you are of your little toe, and aware of the other things happening, you can transmute that energy. And also by staying out of story and staying out of thought around it. So you're doing that, you're noticing what's happening in your chest, then you're dropping your thoughts and you're stepping into the observer or the witness mode. So to do that, which I, for a long time, did not think was possible, now I absolutely know is possible. You'll notice your thoughts, and when you notice that you're having thoughts, let them go. So you may notice that you have been having thoughts for 5 minutes straight. Okay, wonderful, great point and time to let them go. Or you may notice that you just had a thought, a singular thought. Okay, wonderful, great point to let it go. Or as you grow, you may notice that you're in the middle of a thought and you can stop it and drop it from there. Also wonderful. Or you may notice what my teacher calls a bubbling up. Just a thought almost forming. You can even drop it and stop it and release it from that point, coming back into the observer mode. So if you think that noises are stopping you from going into your meditation, this is an important realization to let go of, an important belief to drop. You can go into deep states with any sounds and noises. In fact, it's really wonderful if you live in a city and there's many noises. What a great place to learn how to meditate. It doesn't only have to be done in quiet areas. How many quiet areas are there anyway? For example, I live very much surrounded by nature. There's dogs barking and roosters making all kinds of noise, and being in this beautiful Guatemalan town I'm in, people speaking on loudspeakers with bombas going off and loud music, loud tuk-tuks and cars going by. I can meditate through all of this, and even construction noises and people talking. I can stay present and stay connected through any and all of this. In fact, when I was learning this practice of dropping thoughts, I was living in San Cristobal, Mexico, in the middle of town where it was quite loud. And frequently, when we were having meditation classes, meditation sessions, and cacao ceremonies, huge parades would go by, very, very loud parades of very loud music and bombas in the parade going off. And it was a beautiful opportunity to drop in deeper. So don't allow noise to stop you from feeling like you can go deeper into your practice. And now I want to talk a little bit about somatic movements and or Kundalini awakening. And you can really call this, it can be called many different things depending on the representational system that you come from, the spiritual realm that you're used to, and that tradition and that wording. So, as far as somatics go, people say that you are releasing trauma trapped in the body through these movements. And as far as Kundalini awakening goes, it's saying that this Kundalini energy is flowing through you. This beautiful spiritual energy is flowing through you. And I bring this up because people may experience in the events that you hold, or when you're working one-on-one with someone, people may experience these. And I want you to get used to what these look like. So this is what it looks like when I'm meditating, and I don't even know when this happens to me, if this is Kundalini energy, or if these are somatics of trapped trauma stuck in my body. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. But I want to show you what it looks like so that you are aware. And sometimes when it comes through my body, it feels like lightning shooting through my body. And other times it feels soft. However, all of these movements that you're seeing right now inside of me are completely unplanned and uncontrolled. And even in the past, when I've tried not to do them, it would just happen even more. So if you find yourself experiencing these types of movement, it is perfectly acceptable. Just allow, witness, observe. It is very normal to be experiencing these, and actually can be quite a beautiful experience. For me, oftentimes when I feel these, it does feel like God moving through me. One of the main things, though, is that this is happening on its own. I am not making these things happen. It just is happening. It's like it's happening to me. So I'm doing the best I can to not allow the movements to distract me. I'm just witnessing them. And as we're working together, if you notice these type of energies coming up within you, there's no need to stop them or try to make anything something else. Everything is perfect exactly as it is. Allow it to come. I initially came into contact with these energies inside of me through cacao ceremonies. So it may come up for you during cacao ceremonies or other conscious events that you go to, or just through meditation. Be open to receiving this beautiful gift of this energy moving through you. Thank you so much, my dears, for joining me on this journey today. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.